Hi, my name is Jake Dimarco and I'm the founder of Spare Workspace. Spare Workspace is an online platform that makes it really easy for customers to search, find and book on-demand workspace. I was very fortunate to work for some amazing technology and telcos, namely Apple, Samsung and Vodafone, and that was an incredible part of my career. But I always felt deep down I knew I wasn't satisfied and I wanted to do my own thing, and I wanted to make a lasting impact as well. And I feel like I couldn't fulfill that in corporate. So I made the decision to leave. It was 6 p.m, 12th of September 2014. I was at Vodafone. We just launched iPhone 6. And whilst I was incredibly happy with what we were able to achieve as a company, I realized that I wasn't fundamentally happy. And it was time for me to leave. So fast forward, I started to explore this option and realized that there is a lot of empty and underutilized workspace out there. And at the same time, a lot of businesses need short-term workspace. So if we can create a platform that connects the two, we'll be able to solve that big problem for both sides of the marketplace. And a bit over a year and a half on, here we are today. I think one of the challenges I've had is jumping from the corporate space into startup world. Once again in corporate, you have all these resources, you have cash, you have a big team, the expectations are a lot higher as well to deliver a quality product, especially when you work for companies like Apple. At the same time, personally, I'm a perfectionist, which is so good in many ways, but then incredibly bad in others. So for me, I sort of went down the path of, let's actually launch a version 3 of our site. And that's what I briefed in the design team and developers. I'm like, yes, this is version 1, but I want this to look like this is our version 3, and we've just nailed every aspect of the UX, UI, and the whole customer journey. Would I have done that again? I probably would have taken a slightly different approach. I probably would have launched maybe with 3 or 5 features as opposed to 100 features, and that required so much testing and development and design. So I probably would have focused on 3 or 5 features, perfected them, had that version 3 quality and launched. I probably would have launched a lot sooner. With that said, I'm incredibly proud of what we've developed and launched, and we regularly get feedback from customers and advisors and so forth about how amazing the platform looks and feels and works. So up until this point, I've been pitching and engaging investors in due diligence, the whole process. Now it's been 214 days. So that's a long time, especially in an early stage startup. It's required tenacity, persistence, and really try and just keep really the startup alive. You're constantly on CPR basically, and to keep going. And I don't think we talk about it enough in the startup community around founder wellness and well-being. And I think we need to all be a little bit more honest with each other and tell each other, how are we really feeling? Everyone's got this habit of going, oh yeah, I'm doing really good, blah, 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 blah. But deep down, they're actually having the worst time and they're struggling, and they're not in a good place. And I think as startup founders and just anyone in business, we need to be a little bit more honest and real with our emotions and start sharing that and being vulnerable, and not feel like people are going to judge you or it's going to impact your business. Because I've found just being honest and raw, especially over the past couple of months, I've received a lot more from people, and I've got a lot of extra help and developed some amazing friendships as well. Just like when in a business, you have your target audience and you obviously market towards that audience because they're your optimal customer. I should have applied that same methodology to investment. Identified the type of investor that I wanted to approach, and then go market towards them. And I learned that really early on. I was talking to a lot of different people. The idea is cast your net wide and see what you catch. But I discovered that there was a lot of time wasters, People like to hold the gun, but they don't like to pull the trigger in terms releasing the cash. So yeah, it's about finding the right investor is really important. Don't just follow the money either. And really try and find an investor that you personally connect with, especially in early stage, when it's not necessarily about your current cash flows, because the reality is it's going to change probably every single month, hopefully with growth. So really they're investing in you, the concept, and as well as the timing, the market. Is the market ready for this? And if you can find an investor that loves all three and is passionate and is texting you at night even to talk to you about, have you thought of this? Or that's when you've found someone that you just click with. And I've been very thankful because I've actually come across a few of those people. And yeah, hopefully we can wrap it up in the coming weeks and go out and market with the extra capital.